It's April 20th, a day internationally recognized as a celebration of weed. It's a high time for cannabis users in the United States as growing support across the political spectrum is signaling a green wave in the country. After a surprise announcement by Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who plans to introduce legislation today to decriminalize marijuana at the federal level.
I've seen too many people's lives ruined because they had small amounts of marijuana and served time in jail much too long. It affects communities of color disproportionately and unfairly. And ultimately, it's the right thing to do.
But challenges still remain in the legal weed market, from a projected shortage this summer to the skyrocketing price. MSNBC's Jacob Soboroff is in Los Angeles at one of Southern California's largest dispensary chains, MedMen. All right, Jacob, the doors are open. People are filing in. Talk to me about what's going on.
Ali, if you are a fan of marijuana in America, this is a remarkable time to be alive. Something like 200 million Americans live in states where you can have access to either recreational or medicinal marijuana. Here in California, of course, on the 1st of this year, recreational sales started in the biggest state in the union for sales like that. This is MedMen, one of the biggest chains in the country. In fact, they're opening a store on 5th Avenue in New York where they only have medical sales today. They got lots of specials going on. I want to show you something. Come with me. Over here in this part of the store, it almost feels like an Apple store here. We were here on the day that recreational sales started. People are buying their 420 specials for $4.20. You can come in and get edibles, joints, pre-rolled joints, all kinds of stuff like that. The reason I say it's a remarkable time is because even though there is recreational sales, there are recreational sales here in California and in 8 other states throughout the union, there's obviously been this very antagonistic posture with the federal government. Attorney General Jeff Sessions went on the record to Congress and said good people don't smoke marijuana. They rescinded something called the Cole Memo put out during the Obama administration that directed the Department of Justice not to interfere with states where they had legal marijuana sales. But in the last couple of weeks, Cory Gardner, the senator from Colorado, has reportedly struck a deal with President Trump, basically a rebuke to his own attorney general, saying that he will allow Department of Justice nominees to go through if the federal government lays off states where there is recreational and medicinal marijuana. Still a lot of big X factors, and that is why that news from Senator Chuck Schumer today is so important. If marijuana is legalized nationwide and decriminalized, that would take a lot of the pressure off of these states. They still want it to be a state-level issue, state by states actually voting to legalize the recreational use. But if cannabis was rescheduled from a controlled substance, level 1, it would open up the way for businesses like this, not just in California, not just in those 8 other states, but throughout the entire United States, Ali.
It's 8:56 or 57 in the morning there. Is this because it's 420 day or because there's a sale, or is this place nearly that busy, usually that busy at this hour? It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning.
Ali, I got to tell you, I'm having a little trouble hearing you, but one thing that I did want to say to you is that, come with me one more time. I want to bring you up here. If you have never been to a place like this before, it almost feels like you're in a CVS. I remember I said Apple Store at the beginning of this segment. Look at this shirt here. This is about the legalization, the regularization of marijuana. Stoner on a shirt. That's just what you guys do here, right? And you're proud to be one.
Yes, I am very much.
Come with me, Ali. I want to take you up to the front of the store here. When you check out, it's like you're at any other retail operation in America. This could be the future of what's to come across the country. California is the great big experiment. A couple of things you got to look out for. Number one, the cost of cannabis is becoming prohibitive for some people. The taxes that they have here, 40% in some cases, is driving people to the black market. So despite the fact you can come in here and get a sniff of the good old sticky icky and buy it if that's the kind of stuff that you want, this stuff is expensive. That's the reality behind it. It could lead to a shortage ultimately come July when the grace period for recreational sales ends and only the highly regulated places in this state are able to sell cannabis. So, Ali, going to send it back to you. It's loud in here, both because of our transmission issues, but because there are a lot of excited people buying weed out here today.
I think he can hear me fine. He just doesn't want to hear my stupid questions because he's having so much fun in there. Jacob Soboroff, always great to see you on any story. That one looks uniquely enjoyable. Thank you.